He's working, he leaves, he's driving as fast as his Prius can go. I mean, just...
I'm so glad he qualified that.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I was in the company truck.
You were in the company truck, and then you got into the Prius and drove over in the Prius, right?
No.
No, you were in the company truck the whole
Yeah.
time? So they were out of work that day, I guess.
No, I was at work and left in the company
Yeah,
truck.
okay. So, this whole time, my dad has prepared me. This whole time, I'm like, okay, so there's an active shooter. So we get, Dad always called them weapons of opportunity. So I get a stapler. We get books. We get anything that I think. And me and my best, like he was actually at my wedding, Tyler here. He was one of the best men there. And Lily's there too. Me and Lily have been dating for a few years. Yeah, Lily was there too. She was also at the wedding. So I'm like, so me and Tyler are like, all right, we're gonna protect the house. I was like, Tyler, we got this, right? So we're collecting stuff in the classroom. Our teacher is saying, what are you doing?
I just picture Matt going full MacGyver.
Like Die Hard, like.
It's like, I got thumbtacks. He's just laying them out at the door.
And so we go, so me and Tyler are like trying to set everything up. And he's like, you're not going to leave. I was like, well, if the gun's in the school, we need to get out of the school. So we were trying to get out of, there's a window, we were trying to break the window. Yeah, we were trying to leave.
It sounds like.
Dad asked me where I am. I was like, he's a military guy, so I texted him coordinates. You remember I texted you coordinates?
Yeah.
That's like, I'm in an air duct.
Yeah.
So I texted him coordinates, and Dad's like, that's not gonna help me.
Not my spikier attacks.
Meanwhile, she's not freaking out, because she's just like, I'm gonna die here, and Matt's not protecting me. Like, that's like, she thought I was going after the attacker, and I was like, no, I was trying to tell her, like, no, if he comes here, we're good, we got staplers.
Setting up an
That's right.
We're covered.
We're covered, we got staplers, we got Tyler, he's got a chair. And,
We're ready.
and so it
How
goes
many
on.
kids are in the class? Is it just
Like-
all three?
Just
Like-
three.
20, 30, I don't know.
Okay, 20.
What did everybody else do, Edie?
They were
Watch
all
the show and
cowards.
more.
Yeah, they were all, and so we had like, it got to the point where, and this is stuff they don't tell you whenever, you have like possibly an active shooter. It's like, you eventually have to use the restroom. And so,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That adrenaline settles down a little bit.
those kids start working. And so,
You gotta set up a latrine.
And so we were thinking like we can't like we're locked in the room. We can't like leave. So we set up like a couple tables in the classroom, and then everyone would leave themselves behind the table.
But how long was this process?
That's 4 hours.
15 minutes in. I know, I was like, and 20 minutes later, they said false alarm, all clear. And
No.
we're like, oh,
No, there was a real gun in the school. There was a real gun in the school. It was an actual gun. Yeah.
It was all
No. The
legitimate.
circumstances
You
were
get to
much.
clarify with us, so we're still thinking this is a drill.
No, there was a real gun in the school. In fact, so the wild side.
Everybody's just passing in the hallway.
The bell's ringing, they're going to class.
And
Well,
so-
Lily's peeing behind the table.
Max peeing in the corner.
Anyhow, we had dated this guy. We eventually understood everyone's gonna have to use the restroom. We had went to class, because we had we were taking a test, so like we had bottles of water and whatever, and so we're like, all right, this guy had to use the restroom. We're like, we gave him a bottle, right? Now I think we didn't say what you had to do with the bottle, but it was understood. We thought, and so he goes behind the tables and he pees, and it doesn't sound like it's going in a bottle. He comes back around and he hands the teacher an empty bottle.
I feel like Danny should be taking notes to go back to his class,
He hands the teacher.
Here's how it goes wrong.
So he hands the teacher an empty bottle. My teacher was a staunch Christian person. but he cursed. And he said, I'm not going to say anything, but he said, did you on the floor? And he like, it's so gassed. He walked around the tables. Tables are here. Oh my God! Now, mind you, we still think there's a gun in the school.
Your teacher's literally in the room with you the whole time.
Oh, 100%. We can't wait. We were in the middle of a test that we were all failing.
Which I guarantee you that teacher got a call from the superintendent saying, go ahead and process those grades.
Yeah. So we made him clean it up during the during the drill. We were like, we made him clean it up. Anyway, so after a while, so they're texting us. There's rumors going around the school because this is naturally going to happen. That like there were shots in the art hallway, and people were spreading false rumors. And they said that someone got arrested outside. We're like, oh, maybe they got him. It's my dad.
Mac wasn't immune to spreading the rumors to me. So I've gotten up to there, and the sheriffs are a quarter of a mile away, doing nothing. And I'm hearing what he's saying. So I'm like, well, screw this. I parked my truck, and the woods were around the thing. And as
Super safe place.
as I'm going through the woods to get to the school, I get a text from him that everything's okay. When 10 minutes before it wasn't.
Yeah. Well, they said there were shots in the art hallway. I mean,
You know, and so as I'm coming out of the woods, one of the sheriff guys, he's yelling, "What are you doing? I almost shot you." I said, good luck, buddy. I mean, they're just mass amounts of trees and bushes in front of his face, and he's yelling at me, I should arrest you. So you arrest me for trying to go help my kid. Yeah, you guys do great. And I got my truck and left.
Yeah.
Apparently it made it back to the school pretty quick.
yeah, and so then they said like everything's all clear. So essentially, what happened earlier in the day? And this is frustrating. So at like 7 in the morning, this is what caused this whole thing. At 7 in the morning, some guy was like,
This is the flashback period of the movie.
This guy is pulling out of his naturally Honda Civic, like that his parents bought him. And he pulls out what is apparently, I don't know if it was a real gun, I don't know if it was an airsoft gun, but he was just flexing that he had a gun. Now, I don't think this guy ever intended to shoot up the school. Flexing means to boast.
Thank you. I didn't know.
I haven't had 2 young women in my home. For
And
a
so
while. Yeah.
he says something along the lines of something bodacious.
What
And
does that mean?
it means flexing. And
That one was for me.
yeah. And so he says that. And so
long before your time.
and so this picture goes around school because he posted it naturally on Instagram. And so they're all like, this guy has a gun and he's in the classroom. And then they get the idea like, oh, this is probably a bad idea that we have a gun in the school and everyone in the school knows it. So then they get in their car and they leave about an hour before the lockdown started. Yeah. And then so we're on lockdown trying to find the people, and the guy that had the gun is gone. The guy that took the picture was in gym class, and they took him. Everyone.
The guy with the gun did come back to his school, didn't he? That's when he got arrested?
No, they arrested him at his house. There were 3 people involved. There was one person that took the guy home. There was another guy that had the gun, and there was one guy that posted it to social media. So they all 3 got arrested.
So for those of us who are older, like this is a super common thing now. Like it's just part. Ava had somebody shot in the street while she was in high school.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
You saw him go down.
Yeah.
Oh,
During softball practice,
yeah.
there was a hit and run.
But not a car hit and run.
I'm kind of like,
Shot him.
Yeah.
just last
shot him.
time. I think so.
Yeah.